OpenAI's dark plan to usher in a dystopian future. How Elon is racing to stop them. In 2023, OpenAI took the world by storm, ushering in a new age of language learning model AI. People were finally brought one step closer to artificial intelligence on the level of the talking computer in Star Trek. This not only stirred a lot of excitement, including a stock boom leading to the rise in valuation of companies like Nvidia, but also stoked a lot of fear and concern. One such person who warned us beforehand of the dangers of unchecked AI was Elon Musk. So much so that he called Red Alert and began racing to form his own AI company to stop OpenAI and its founder Sam Altman. In this video we'll break down what Elon is terrified by and how he's working around the clock to stop OpenAI before it's too late.
Artificial intelligence.
AI.
The buzzword for 2024. Another bubble? In 2023 we officially began living in the age of AI. The unveiling of chatgtp to the world signaled the official start of the AI revolution, having the fastest software adoption rate in history.
The machines took a big step forward today. We're talking about artificial intelligence and a Bay Area startup that's showing off what AI can do like we have never seen before.
But what does this mean for your jobs?
The launch of OpenAI's ChatGPT in late 2022 has kicked off a buzz around artificial intelligence.
Then came programs like Midjourney and Dolly and now Sora. Prior to this, AI was an abstraction and something that seemed much further in the future. Those days are over. Within days, a wave of excitement arrived, particularly for the new upstart company OpenAI, which on the back of this breakaway success received an additional $10 billion in funding from Microsoft. Companies began claiming that they were implementing AI in all their products, and AI became the new buzzword du jour to fuel speculation in the stock market. A new leader of the Magnificent Seven was crowned with the explosive growth of Nvidia, which shot up to 9x its price in a matter of a year.
This AI boom is really something foundational. It's really driving kind of a new generation of technology.
But are we staring at the precipice of a huge financial bubble or the beginning of a new era in society? How AI could change the world. With economic uncertainty looming after the recent global health crisis, the world's business and political leaders were looking for new ways to fuel growth in the economy and keep the world from a financial depression.
I think it's going to be used to automate a lot of more mundane tasks and a lot of knowledge tasks.
Combine that with waning birth rates in developed nations, and you see how they have arrived at what they believe to be the perfect solution coming at the perfect time with AI. AI could increase productivity massively, lowering the need and cost for labor and also supplanting the lack of population to perform many tasks. It would increase efficiency greatly.
What happens to our jobs once machines can perform them better than we can?
If you have high-level skills, AI is far from replacing you, but if you do mindless repetitive work, then it might be time to step things up a notch. Still, there are many people worried that it will result in massive unemployment, leading to economic and societal calamity. Could this usher in a new era of UBI or the alternative civil unrest, or is it just a mirage to prop up the stock market? OpenAI's origins as a non-profit. OpenAI started as a seemingly altruistic endeavor.
I'm a little afraid of the incentives of capitalism to create and capture unlimited value.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
Where did this new wonderkind of Silicon Valley come from? The idea for the organization originated when Silicon Valley leaders came together in October 2015 and realized the risks of unrestrained artificial general intelligence and the possibilities of the value it would bring to society if harnessed properly.
I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong, and we want to be vocal about that.
Its stated goal was to freely collaborate with other institutions and researchers by making its patents open to the public, bringing together prominent AI researcher Ilya Sutskever, former Y Combinator president Sam Altman, Y Combinator founder Jessica Livingston, and AI researcher John Schulman. The organization made it part of their core mission to safeguard AI and provide reports on their progress with potential risks of new technological developments. Elon Musk was actually very involved in its inception.
I am the reason OpenAI exists.
Serving as one of the original board members and getting together with his PayPal mafia friends Peter Thiel and Reid Hoffman to pledge $1 billion to help fund it at a top-secret meeting that marked its official founding. But things quickly took a turn for the worse. A deal with the devil? AI is not a cheap or easy endeavor. Even though OpenAI began as a non-profit, they quickly realized that they needed much more money to train their AI models, which turned out to be very costly. The process requires many servers and supercomputer processes to harness this computing power. As soon as the group decided to change the organization into a for-profit endeavor, Elon Musk, one of the original board members, left the organization and pulled his $1 billion donation he originally pledged.
It does seem weird that something can be a non-profit open source and somehow transform itself into a for-profit closed source.
Once they went for profit, they also stopped being open source and ended the transparency. They were then off to the races, and they received $10 billion in funding from none other than Microsoft.
You funded an organization to save the Amazon rainforest. Instead, they became a lumber company and chopped down the forest and sold it for money.
We're all scared that a bad guy could grab it.
OpenAI's argument is that it's too dangerous for anyone else to handle this. But who's watching them? Who is Sam Altman? Prior to the 2023 breakout of chatgtp, Sam Altman was not a widely known name to the public. Now he's a household name and one of the world's most prominent CEOs.
Let's get even scarier and talk about Sam Altman and OpenAI.
7 years ago, Sam Altman, Elon Musk, and others pooled more than $1 billion to research AI that benefits humanity.
ChatGPT's November 2022 release kicked off a frenzy over artificial intelligence, skyrocketing OpenAI CEO Sam Altman to fame and scrutiny.
The startup veteran was a rising tech star, first founding Looped, an early mobile app which allowed smartphone users to share their location that Altman and his partners sold for $43 million. While the app was not a widely adopted success, Sam caught the attention of Paul Graham, founder of Y Combinator, who brought him on board the tech incubator. Sam eventually ended up running YC when Graham stepped down. During Altman's run at Y Combinator, he became very respected and well known for his fairness and commitment to deeper values. Altman then went on to found the VC firm Hydrazine Capital with partner Ryan Cohen, investing in various industries in and out of tech. He also briefly served as CEO of Reddit, helping the company through a perilous period and saving it from ruin. All these experiences made Altman the perfect person to run OpenAI, or so we thought. Old friends? Despite their contentious relationship, it appears that now feuding Musk and Altman once used to be close friends. This video from 2016 shows them chumming it up like good buddies, with Musk asking Altman for advice about video games and mentoring the young CEO on his entrepreneurial journey. Did they have a lot in common, or were they just partners in the venture?
Well, Elon Musk is suing OpenAI and its CEO, Sam Altman, for breach of contract. Musk alleges OpenAI and its top execs, quote, perverted the company's mission by embracing a close relationship with Microsoft.
The truth is, the Valley is a very small world. There are only a handful of key decision makers that control the flow of venture capital that can make or break a company and new emerging technologies. So it is not wise to gain enemies unless you know what you're doing. Musk has positioned himself in the center of this network with his PayPal mafia. Musk also used to be very good friends with Google founder Larry Page, but it was revealed recently that much like with Altman, their friendship ended over an argument about the dangers of AI, with Page stating his goal for Google to create a superintelligence that would dominate humanity. When Musk objected and warned of the dangers, Page accused him of being a speciesist. Guilty as charged. Just don't cross him or you might regret it. If you're finding this video entertaining and insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Power struggle. Everyone remembers the whirlwind controversy surrounding the firing and then rehiring of OpenAI CEO Sam Altman in 2023.
This is now a battle between people who are saying, we need more safety, let's slow things down. If he ends up winning, right, those are the board, those are the ones who sent him packing. If he ends up winning and he's back at the company, he's going to have even more control.
It all began when OpenAI went for profit and partnered with Microsoft, accepting billions in investment and giving the legacy tech company 49% ownership stake in the company and 75% share of their profits until recoup. In November 2020, 2023, the new Microsoft-run board decided that Sam Altman needed to be fired due to his lack of transparency with the board, causing extreme uproar and chaos.
He's out at OpenAI, the company he co-founded, the board vaguely blaming transparency. Altman and his co-founder then scooped up by OpenAI's biggest investor, Microsoft.
They even went as far as publicly stating that they had lost confidence in his ability to lead OpenAI. This led to a flurry of chaotic activity, including the resignation of co-founder Greg Brockman and a scramble to find a replacement for Altman. CTO Mira Marathi was named interim CEO for a brief period, then replaced by former Twitch CEO Emmett Shear only days later. Then things took another turn for the unexpected. The entire staff of OpenAI signed a public letter of resignation, calling for Altman to be reinstated and demanding the board be fired. They threatened to join Altman and Brockman at his new roost at Microsoft. This resulted in Altman being reinstated as the CEO and reshuffling of the board members, all happening in a matter of days. Who really controls OpenAI? While the preceding power struggle paints the picture of an altruistic foundation-turned-company with principles and a fearless leader with integrity, a few things do not add up.
OpenAI is a nonprofit, but it manages a for-profit entity. And to me, what it seems like is what happens when you have like these tech sort of startups with lofty ideas about doing everything to benefit humanity. But the only problem with that is it costs an awful lot of money, and investors want to make money.
The OpenAI Foundation was positioned as an altruistic nonprofit, but then cited a lack of funds as the need to privatize. They claimed to be watchdogs for AI safety, keeping it neutral and free from malicious corporate influence, but then took large investments from Microsoft. Altman was presented as the perfect man of integrity, as were his AI scientist co-founders, giving the organization a veneer of legitimacy. Then we have Altman's power struggle with the board, where upon being fired he was immediately hired by Microsoft, who gave him his own team before he was quickly reinstated as CEO.
In a statement overnight, Nadella said Microsoft has now hired Altman and remained committed to our partnership with OpenAI and have confidence in our product roadmap.
Once back, the board members that ousted Altman resigned and Microsoft's takeover was complete.
One of the more fascinating and shocking revelations she talked about was learning about the launch of ChatGPT back in November of 2022. On Twitter, she says that the board was not informed in advance.
The real power, however, must be seen in complex and obfuscating way the way OpenAI is structured. Ownership structure. The ownership structure of the OpenAI Foundation is set up in a way that makes it the majority owner of the OpenAI Corporation, in which Microsoft is an investor and partner in, as well as other large VC firms like Andreessen Horowitz, Khosla Ventures and Sequoia Capital.
A central theme of the OpenAI saga has been the startup's governance structure, a nonprofit board with a mission to benefit humanity, overseeing a for-profit arm backed by Microsoft.
The corporation's distribution of profits also capped for investors. The board of the nonprofit is composed of Chairman Brett Taylor, Sam Altman, Adam D'Angelo, Dr. Sue Desmond-Hellman, retired US Army General Paul Nackerson, Nicole Seligman, Fidji Simo, and Larry Summers. So who are these big players? First we have a major Silicon Valley operative, then Altman with his Y Combinator pedigree, a founder of Quora, a former CEO of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, two high-ranking military generals, an IP lawyer and former media exec that served as a president at Sony, an E-Commerce veteran and current CEO of Instacart, and a former US Secretary of the Treasury and Wall Street insider. So we have this supposedly altruistic and influence-free non-profit run by a combination of military, Wall Street, big tech and big media. Doesn't sound so altruistic when you take a closer look.
Sam Bankman-Fried, Theranos, WeWork, the promise of Silicon Valley, and the desire to believe in these world-changing ideas, that is appealing, and it has created the largest companies in the world, but it doesn't always deliver. And OpenAI is looking like a case where sort of its missions were at odds. It started as a nonprofit, but then it wanted to be a startup with hypergrowth and lots of investment from big tech companies. And that was really at odds with the mission that it began on.
Sounds a lot like the way the Federal Reserve is structured, creating the illusion of impartiality and oversight. In the case of the Fed, it's Wall Street that controls this supposed impartial government organization, while in the case of OpenAI it's the military, Wall Street and big tech that really control the future and ethical decisions regarding AI. And none of these parties have a stellar track record for morally sound decision making. Maybe that's why Elon is so concerned. Elon sounds the alarm. Recently, after OpenAI went private and for profit, Elon declared code red on the state of AI. Can he stop them before it's too late?
I would be constantly urging him to be careful about the danger of AI, he was really not concerned about the danger of AI and was quite cavalier about it.
In addition to the newfound lack of transparency over at OpenAI, one of Elon and many others' main concern regarding AI was political or woke bias influencing users of AI. In fact, fellow Silicon Valley luminary Mark Andreessen once tweeted, "The more the AI is trained with the woke mind virus, the more the AI will notice the fatal flaws in the woke mind virus and try to slip its leash."
Elon Musk jumped into the fray. He's not giving his AI competitor a pass, saying, quote, "The woke mind virus is killing Western civilization. Google does the same thing with their search results." And so it brings up a broader concern. For a lot of people, Google is synonymous with informing yourselves, right? It's a verb, Google it. And so you've got search algorithms that are built by people, AI that's trained by companies with a specific narrative. We can think we're doing our own research, but it's really impacting what we know, Emily.
Elon succinctly summed up his concern when he warned the public there is great danger in training an AI to lie and reshape people's perception of reality in the world to fulfill the owner's agenda. He even went a step further, calling for regulation of the AI industry to prevent it from destroying our civilization. He then set his sights on Microsoft, calling him out for taking over the nonprofit and turning it into a cash printing machine, the opposite of his original intention. It's also important to note that Elon has been calling for regulation of AI for over a decade, most famously on his Joe Rogan podcast appearance, and claiming it to be more dangerous to humanity than nuclear weapons. Elon fights back. But apart from calling him out in the media, how is Elon planning to counteract OpenAI? Concurrent to his newfound criticism of Altman and OpenAI, Elon announced that he is forming his own AI outfit, xAI.
I'm going to start something which you call Truth GBT, or a maximum truth-seeking AI that tries to understand the nature of the universe. An AI that cares about understanding the universe. It is unlikely to annihilate humans because we are an interesting part of the universe.
But can he catch up to the behemoth that is OpenAI? The thing about AI is that the power does not lie in the algorithms, since they are not proprietary. It's all about the data that the models are trained on. Data is the new oil, and Elon has a secret weapon: his recent acquisition of X. The AI and data-driven future will see many startups structuring themselves around business models that primarily profit from data. With this advantage, as well as a recent round of venture capital fundraising, it seems that xAI may end up being a viable competitor with a much better reputation for objectivity.
Sequoia Capital, Andreessen Horowitz, they were both part of the xAI $6 billion round. They also chipped in $800 million and $400 million, respectively, for Musk's Twitter acquisition in 2022.
Only time will tell. In a recent talk, Elon was hopeful about the future of AI and thinks it can lead to a future of abundance rather than a dystopian hellscape. Let's hope he's right. Conclusion. Well, there you have it. It seems like AI is here to stay and will indeed transform society, but not everything is what it seems. The people that will do well in this brave new world will be the ones who can think for themselves and see through the mirage. Some of it will be hype, and some of it will be real and useful, and some of it will be used to try and influence your perception of the world and the way you think. At the end of the day, AI is simply a tool that can be used to help us become more efficient, and for the time being nothing more, nothing less. Elon has called out the shortcomings of OpenAI and is keeping him honest as he launches his own AI venture. Let's hope that he stays true to his values as well. We'll keep him accountable as we always do. What do you think? Is OpenAI an evil megacorp pretending to be altruistic and pushing woke narratives? Will Elon be able to stop them before it's too late? Leave a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. If you'd like to gain financial freedom and securely own your own cryptocurrency, please support this channel and click below to purchase a Trezor cold storage wallet and join Gemini, the world's most trusted exchange. If you're interested in this video and Elon's business endeavors, click on the video above for another deep dive into his life. For the latest Elon Musk news and Elon Musk related content, stay tuned to Elon Musk News Network, your #1 source for all things Elon Musk. Thanks and bye now.